name. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And down he'll go at the 25. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd down and 8. With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 6 yards there. First down, Minnesota.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Cody, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Packers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving it to more tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Packers.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A gain of
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And a Packer first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
At the Vikings' 23-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out, and the Packers have cut it back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And he'll bang that one through.
Vikings 10, Packers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
Second and 10.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Second and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen is going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his own running mate, Stephon Diggs, to the Buffalo Bills. A hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
At the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the second down throw on target. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the second round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got two big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 9. Cousins. Double team, and it's intercepted. Jair football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 31 yards there and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing again. Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up at the 49. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st down, it's Jones. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back near the goal line, Cousins. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Brings up third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up.
Mason Crosby for the...
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Brings up second and...
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They've got second and 12 from the 36. Cousins to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Behind the chain, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12. At the Vikings' 36-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. But it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey, the hero as time expires. And it'll be a fun time of the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Minnesota, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.